Kayla, Danelle. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah. You want the real? I got it. The truth, you know I'm about it. God-given wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Things that you go through, we can talk about it. You staying the same, I doubt it. Hey, welcome to my channel.
One thing that's always been big in my book, whenever I get into an argument with somebody, especially somebody that I care about, is that I always get an apology. Saying you're sorry and really meaning it. And I realized in looking at my life that I owe somebody a very large, heartfelt apology. And it's very big to me. And I know how freeing it can be to receive an apology from someone that you really care about. That I owe somebody that I care about a really big apology, and it's me. This particular video is long overdue. I have been overdue for apologizing to myself, for being very truthful, very real, and very honest with myself. And that means me being honest with you all and showing you all who it is that I am. I come to you guys today exposed, even though I feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'm working on accepting all of my flaws, all of my insecurities, all of the things that kind of make me cringe that I don't like to show people. I'm working on just my self-confidence and my self-esteem. And, you know, I truly believe that the Bible tells us that the truth will make you free. And so by me being honest and truthful today and removing all of the accents that I might hide behind, like my makeup and, you know, dressing nice and all those things, I have to come to terms with who it is that I am and accept myself right here and accept myself in the process of becoming the person that I want to become. You know, this is not me accepting my insecurities and saying, well, this is the end of the road. This is me saying, I'm going to accept my insecurities, but I'm also going to work on them and improve them so that one day they become strengths and not weaknesses. So I'm just going to be very honest, very, very transparent today. And I hope that it allows you to think to yourself, what do I need to forgive myself of? What do I need to apologize to myself about and to be free from? So here goes. Nothing. I'm sorry for telling you that you couldn't do it, for speaking wrong about you to you. I'm sorry for breaking you down and not building you up. I'm sorry for holding you to these standards that were nearly impossible, for requiring you to be perfect when nobody else is perfect. I'm sorry for not praying for you like I should. I'm sorry for not allowing you to walk up to the altar every time the pastor called and we knew that you needed to go up there. I'm sorry for not praying for you like I should. I'm sorry for allowing you to listen to the devil when we knew what God was saying all along. Not forgiving you when you made those mistakes, when you did those things that you weren't proud of. I'm sorry for running it over and over and over and over again, over and over again in your mind when that's not what you deserved. I'm sorry for not praising you when you did well. I'm sorry for remaining modest and downplaying all of your strengths and focusing so much on your flaws. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for beating you up as much as I did, for not being careful in my choice of words when I spoke to you. I'm sorry for believing what everybody else said over what God said. I'm sorry for not seeing you as beautiful and just looking at your flaws. I'm sorry for not loving you in your full capacity, telling you that you were ugly instead of beautiful, that you were less than instead of greater than. I'm sorry for not seeing you as the queen that God has called you to be. I'm sorry for all those times I shorted you. I told you that you couldn't do it, that you weren't worth it. I'm sorry. Whew. I'm sorry for hiding you, for being so hard on you, for not loving you the way that I should, for judging you, always covering you up, and never just showing off who it is that you were. I'm sorry for not letting you be yourself. I'm sorry for hiding you for as long as I did. I'm sorry for not believing in you. I'm sorry for downing you. I'm sorry for all the things that really weren't your fault that I blamed you for. I'm sorry for all those times when we should have prayed and I told you to do something else. I'm sorry for all the times that I allowed you to run from your past. All those times I allowed grief and shame to eat you alive. I'm sorry for not adding to your peace. I'm sorry for adding to your sorrow. Instead of telling you that it would be okay, I told you that you were gonna fail. I'm sorry for not allowing you to walk in faith. Instead of focusing on all the bad things instead of the good. I'm sorry that I did not contribute to your happiness. I'm sorry for putting a wall up. I'm sorry for allowing you to walk in fear when you have a God that loves you more than anything on your side. I'm sorry for allowing things in your life to overwhelm you to the point of wanting to give up and then telling you to give up. And so I'm going to do better. Every time I see you, I'm going to say something positive. Anytime I think a negative thought, I'm going to stop myself. Anytime the devil tries to speak to you, I'm going to guard your peace like it's a war. I'm going to guard your joy like life depends on it. I'm going to make sure that you don't suffer at the expense of your own hands. I'm going to make sure that if anything, anytime I come to you, that it's always in positivity, that it's always building you up on God's word, building you up in your most holy faith. I'm going to make sure that I encourage you and that I keep you lifted. I'm going to make sure that whoever tries to hurt you, that they're removed from your life because you don't deserve to be treated like that. I'm going to make peace with you. I'm going to make peace with your flaws, with all the things that you don't like about yourself. I'm going to make peace with those things. And I'm not going to hide them. I'm not going to allow them to make you shy any longer. I'm not going to allow you to walk in fear when you have so much faith. I'm only going to view you the way that God intended. I'm going to read the word to you on a regular basis so that you stay in faith. I'm going to love you for real. I'm going to make good on all the stuff that I did wrong to you. I'm going to tell you that you're beautiful, that you deserve the world. I'm going to allow you to think big and to believe hard and to love hard, to love yourself unconditionally. I'm going to do better. I urge you to follow my lead, to figure out what things you need to come to terms with within yourself and apologize to yourself about. And not just apologize, but forgive and let go and accept and move forward and get better and improve. You know, this can be as powerful as you make it. And you know, this was kind of difficult to do in front of the camera because it's like you don't want to let go and you don't want to say everything, but it's like as you sit there and you listen to yourself and you're real with yourself and you're honest with yourself, again, the truth is making you free. So if you guys enjoyed this, hit the like button. If you're gonna do this, leave some comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear some things that you need to forgive yourself or you need to apologize to yourself for, because we can't always blame everybody else. Sometimes we really do need to look at ourselves. So yeah, I love you guys. I feel actually a lot better. This week has been really crazy, but I'm praying for you all. I love you, and I will see you next week.